everybody, and welcome to another Enough Talk. I am Jesse, and that is Paul, and today we're talking about whoosh, whoosh, Scorpion. I
I'm
did the
still loving
pantomime
you,
this
man.
time.
I'm gonna rock you like a hurricane.
What
Listen to
is?
the winds of change. Those are songs by the Scorpions. Get it?
I get it. I didn't initially.
I
It took
mean,
me like half a second. Usually, I
you
get the
don't
hair metal
know "Rock
references
You
right away.
Like a Hurricane" and "Wind of Change"? Like
I know it
seriously?
from there was an awesome YTMND when I was growing when I was in college. No, it must have been a long time ago. God, stop calling me in the middle of these videos. Everybody in the universe.
Take me.
Okay, there's an awesome YTMND
That's "You're the Man
after
Down Dog."
Hurricane Katrina that had
Okay.
Zangief doing a pile driver hurricane attack against the state of Louisiana to the song "Here I Am, Rocky Like a Hurricane." So that was pretty awesome. Scorpion Clan personalities, on the other hand. Now, before we begin, can we please confirm or deny definitively the madness tokens used by the Bitter Lies are the same madness tokens that are generated by Panku?
I mean, we know that they're not, but we've just decided that they are. Like that's what we're doing
But I mean,
here.
like story-wise, like did Panku
Mechanics-wise, they're
infiltrate?
both the
I
same. So that's
understand
what.
that. I'm saying that like did Panku like was there a story point about like
But
he
I
lived
have
on?
no idea. I'm trying to sort of, I'm trying to be circumspect. I have no clue.
Because it references it on Throes of Madness, and like this guy, look, he's got green eyes, and green eyes means evil.
Or Jade.
So this is
Maybe
another in a
maybe
long line.
Benica just petted his hair like that
Yeah,
lion, and
maybe. Yeah, the
you know,
Jade hand has some static electricity going on. Everything makes sense.
it all comes together now.
Scorpion has a
Okay,
long line of like so cheap guys with low stats, Kensei, that
which
don't.
is the theme I think of all the guys in this set is that they're all like they're all playable based on sort of force efficiency with keyword Kensai. This guy has the blow up a madness token to give him a weapon, which is fine if you play the holding that puts out madness tokens. And it's great because what I'll do is I'll put an Ashelon blade on Coils of Madness Suke, and then I'll put an Ashelon blade on Chiyoda, and I'll blow up his Ashelon blade to give her a force chi bonus, so she'll be 17, and then she'll duel to kill a guy, and then I'll use my Chiyodas and give them madness tokens, and the whole thing will straight, and then I'll reattach the blade. That's a deck, right?
Absolutely, you got it, man.
That's it.
Um,
That's roughly the most powerful thing you can be doing in 20 festivals extended.
yeah, that's it. That's what we got. So I don't like
More than
these
like if 3 guys, but whatever.
these
What?
cheap Kensei guys have not been played in the past. I don't see why this one would be, especially not having like a super proactive ability.
Yeah, I mean, you see 3 for 4 guys get played, but he's not 3 force, he's 2 force, and the ability to pick the weapons back up isn't quite good enough.
Scorpion suffers from a lot of two force guys, and the difference between two and three force is a lot bigger than one.
And it's a shockingly competitive zone, right? Because it's like you have all the dishonor guys over here, and then you have the military guys over here, and the military guys all are pretty competitive, right? I
Yeah.
mean, we see those decks make good runs. I forget what Bob Martin did at Gen Con. He was one of the guys who was sort of on a tear
Mm.
going into Gen Con, and then was really good at Gen Con until losing to Phoenix or Mantis, but whatever. Until he hit the really best decks, because that's what happens. Okay, on to Bayoshi Kanahime.
Kanahimi.
I really love this ninja in the sort of generic 3 for 5 ranks. Who cares? Resilient, whatever. But with ninja cards, you defend, you give them some poison tokens, that kind of stuff. But what I really like is this ninja open, when you sort of call your shot. You say, that guy there, if he's coming to tassel, I'm going to be 4 for 5, and that's sweet.
Yeah, it's super cool. Also, a total
And there's
enlightenment
nonsense
card.
with
Eh?
poison. There's
Eh?
nonsense with poison tokens that whatever.
That doesn't matter. Yeah, just the fact that she can sort of like be prepared to dig two graves a single guy and then attack and be big. Also,
Yeah,
because backdoor enlightenment.
backdoor enlightenment. Front door, really.
Yeah,
I guess it's back because the ninja and they're always sneaky.
sneaky,
So I mean,
sneaky.
I really like this card. I just think it's good fun design. I don't know if it's ninja. Like I feel like this should be like a berserker open or something.
Yeah, for sure. Like Ninja don't call their shots like that.
I feel like it would be better if it was like the other guys opposing her, they get like a -1/-1 or something like that. It should be
slightly adjusted in that way. But,
I also, she might not have a home. This is also a problem with a card like this, but I like it as a card.
Yep.
I just don't know.
I don't know what deck that is. I don't know if the Ninja military deck has
Does that
come
exist?
together. I don't think it does yet. I don't think it will. But she might be good enough as just a splash. No, you don't really need any more filler for Scorpion military. They got enough really solid number efficient guys. But if there ever was going to be a Ninja military deck, she would fit in pretty comfortably.
Baishi Shenlao.
Shenlao! He fits the 4 4/4s for 7 gold with like force penalty stuff. Target enemy follower person give him
Yeah, that's a competitive.
You may discard one of Shenlao's madness tokens to a 5. So so this guy's great, right? He can be 2 different effects if
Is
you have
he
this.
great?
He not great, but I'm gonna say he's good. I do think he's good. For 4/4s for 7 gold is what you. I mean, that's how much 4/4s cost. It costs you 7 gold, and he does 2 different things if you give him the stupid token. Which
but he can't
by the time
split them. So it's like you can have a token to get a Fear 4.
To apply the effect, you did. Yeah, so there's a sequencing thing too.
It's just so I mean, like he's fine, and like 4/4s for 7 gold is exactly fine. He's got an ability that's exactly fine.
So you always
like,
choose the. Okay, you're right. He's kind of awful. I take it all back. Right.
My thing with this guy is that like he's competing with like Bayushi Miyafuki, the one that's just like
I made
-3/4.
the mistake. I let the keyword sort of talk me into it, but I don't want to be investing too much more into my 7 gold cost guy with my Kensei. I don't care that he has resilient that much. If he had Conquer or something, you're right. I go back to the 4/4s for 7 gold spider guys that we never play. There's one that like straight makes a Fear 4 and that kind of stuff.
Scorpion has 7 gold for 4/4s guys we do play. They have the one geisha that's like 4/4s, and she makes if the guy like -3/4s, and if he's now 0, bow him. And they got the one Kensei, and they got the other one that's like -3/4s, the magistrate, Miyafuki or whatever. And so like this guy's actually like in a competitive slot in the Scorpion faction.
Yeah, he doesn't fit really. He gets pushed out. I kind of like him as a card, and he's being crazy and doing madness bitter life stuff. But you're right, he's not really very good.
The flip side, I guess, is that he's a Kensei. Neither of the other 2 girls have Kensei. So if you want that in that like mid-range military slot, like that's what you're reaching for.
And he'll trigger some Kensei cards.
Yeah. I mean, he works better with the sense that you said if you want to be Conqueror. Like the
-2 force is just too weak, and we've taken the position before, and I take it again now, that like the madness stuff comes up, but it's got to be just pure extra. And without the madnessy nonsense, and even with it, he's just not that good. So I think he gets pushed out. You talked me out of him.
Shishiro Kaio. This is an experience. I don't know what her basic form was.
I can check, I guess, if you want me to. If you want to put that pressure. I have no idea. I didn't recognize the name at all. Oh, okay. It's from the coming. So her basic form is a 2/2 for 4 that bows to make a melee 2 or melee 3 if the target is dishonorable, which I've played in different points in weird swarm decks. So she just got upgraded. She got a little bit more force and a bigger melee attack for a little bit more gold, and she's better this way. Also, she gained the ninja trait. She's better now.
Yeah, this like ninja deck might be just like a Ashika Sensei Scorpion military thing with a lot of these
kind of
solid
like
guys.
a Bizarro, like a mirror version of Mantis kind of stuff. Only instead of one powerful stronghold, you get a different powerful stronghold. I can see that.
Yeah, for sure. And like this is a great little role player in that, just a bow melee 3.
And I like this application of the poison tokens, where like lets me shoot like it's. They have a poison token, so their force will be slightly lower. And if they have a follower, I can now shoot through it. Like, I like that.
Yeah, but I just like bow for melee 3 in general.
This is a guy I loved because he's 3 force for 2 gold. Doesn't get any better than that, except he's also a duelist and expendable. Huge fan.
Yeah, this is a really fascinating card.
I don't care about losing 4 honor, whatever. Like, I don't care.
I mean,
I play Waitaki. I wish she did anything, but how much more can you ask for?
Yeah, 3/4 for 2
I
gold. That's not
don't.
really, we don't see this like kind of card anymore.
I don't like it for flavor reasons because I mean Expendable's kind of cute on a cheap guy. See Expendable, haha. But like I don't think Ninja are the high force, high chi for cheap gold. That doesn't. I don't think that's what Ninja are historically. So I'm a little confused by that. But I like this guy.
Still, like if we're talking about that Sheikah deck, like this is like a solid.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's they probably have enough ninja there now to sort of push it into that kind of exact range. You're right.
Just the idea of like 3/4 for 2 gold, and then you refill the province too. That's totally crazy.
Yep.
Just not a lot to say about it though.
I feel like we're moving through these guys really fast.
These guys just don't have. I mean, what are you gonna say about 2/4 for 3/4? Like this is really good. Put it in a deck with Sheikah Sensei. Like.
Yep.
I can reach for some.
Here's another one of these guys that's like just baseline stats, like 3/4 or 5. That's the default.
Yeah,
it's default.
The thing is that Scorpion's swimming in 5 gold.
Right.
5 gold Shugenja. Now,
and you read this one, and it's just like this is their stupid honor action guide. It's like, oh, the fear effect a little long. I can target dishonorable. It's all crap. So this guy's shitty. The only reason you'd play him is if you're playing the like I need more. Like I really need a filler Shugenja. Here we go.
They got tons. They got the 4 gold Courtier Shugenja. They got the 5 gold Air Shugenja that draws cards when you attach spells. They got the 5 gold Air Shugenja that. You really want to play a military Shugenja deck? Right, she has 3/4, the other ones don't. Like, okay, you got me there. But the 4 gold guy, I believe, has 2 or 3/4 as well. So
yeah,
it's just that she's got this fear effect, and you know that we don't think fear effects are much to sneeze at, so that doesn't get us there on this guy.
Fear 2's not there. Fear 3 is a card, like, Fear 3 effects tend to do something. They tend to bout a follower or a guy. Fear 2 does not. I don't care about your honor nonsense. Eric, I guess Courtier, but what deck is she?
There's not a lot of payoff to being a Courtier these days either. And she's a Magistrate too, which you can talk to me about, but then she has 0 PH, so she can't rank half privilege anybody.
So that just brings us to the end of it, which is one of the wordiest of the sensei. Is this the most convoluted one? Is this the one?
Oh my lord! It's because it's like they can't. I don't want to complain about this one, but I do want to complain about it.
Let's do it a step at a time. Let's just do it.
You may not take political actions. Well, shucks.
So, in the deck that's going to run this sensei, that's not much of a drawback, right? Like that's a minor thing. It's easy to build military decks that are political action free.
Correct. Now,
after your Bitter Lies personality equips a weapon, that's pretty restrictive. So you've got some really good ninja. You've got a bunch of really good magistrates. You also have some sort of generic samurai who haven't been gifted with the madness of the Bitter Lies. So that's a restriction. But you can probably build a military deck where 12 of your guys are Bitter Lies and still have the majority of your guys. So, like, that's unlockable.
Okay, check.
If it has a non-bold-faced keyword that is not on other cards in the unit. I don't even...
Do you get it? I get it. Do you get it?
So it's like after I give them a sword if they don't have a sword.
Yeah, it's like you're supposed to mix and match your keyword game weapons. You're supposed to give them a polearm and a sword, or a heavy weapon and a bow. Because they're crazy, man. So that's just all to get a madness token. So here's the thing.
So what that tells me is that, like, I play with a lot of two-handed weapons, so I only ever put one weapon on a guy, and then he gets a weapon with a madness token.
Correct. But that's all just to get a madness token. So this is the only way to get it. We can do that with the thing. So what's the payoff? It's not a bad payoff. Discard a madness token from your guy to give him Conqueror plus 2 force.
Okay, so at the start of Ivory Edition, not 20 festivals, Ivory Edition.
Yep.
We had the Spider Sensei. Do you remember what it did?
Tetsuo Sensei. Yep. Bow a weapon to give a guy Conqueror.
Yep.
Target a guy, yeah. Bow it and target a guy with a weapon and give him Conqueror. There's a bunch of differences here.
Yes, this one involves madness tokens. It can be done as a battle action, or
Yes.
it has the +2 force thing.
Yes.
So I guess those are the differences. Except this has the huge drawback. Well, this has the drawback of the political actions and all the extra nonsense. And so it's worse, and it's not. I think it's a fair comparison to say it's just much, much worse, and I really kind of hate it.
I don't like it because I just don't like the keyword game in general.
It's so much work for Conqueror.
But if you think of it more as like it just turns your Throes of Madness into bow to give conquer, or like target a guy give a conquer. Like, do you like
But
that?
that's not the way to think about it. And even then, is that so powerful?
No, but like the cost is
Like,
low. Like there's no other. Like
I
what
guess
other
there was
sensei are
no
you
other
playing?
way that decks playing. But like, here's my thing: a bunch of spider decks stopped running Tetsuo Sensei
Because
just
of the
because they
minus
didn't
one
want to
province
take the
strength.
province strength chip. Because they realized, like,
It's a bigger hit than you think.
right, just because they realized that, like, the occasional sporadic conqueror, which they could always do because all you needed was a guy with a weapon, wasn't really worth it. And I
Yeah.
feel like I'm having the same issue here, where it's
It's
just
exactly
like
true. Like even
I have to like contort my deck and card and play patterns to trigger this thing, and then at the end of it, I just get conquer on a single unit. That's not enough for me. It's just not. I hate this. I hate it. It's also not fun. Like, oh, I got madness and I got some force or conquer. Like, after all that, I was expecting like discard a madness token to do something sweet.
I don't know what that means right now, but yeah, is Shibata Sensei still legal?
Shibata Sensei? Which one is that?
The zeros, the one that's just like your courtiers are expensive and you can take the favor. You can do the favor at any time.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like it is. I feel like I played it.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing is like
Yeah,
this.
line in the sand. Yeah, it's legal. I looked
Like
it
this
up.
is like lining up against like why do I play this over Shibata Sensei? Of just like I got all expensive
Because
guys anyway.
Shibata Sensei requires favor political action stuff, and this one doesn't. Yeah, I'd rather just have Shibata Sensei.
I'd rather just have like bow a guy cycle and then like
Yeah,
my guy
right.
that's open like blow up a madness token get a weapon then I can like cycle my weapon and then pick it up again with my guy and then attack.
Yep, I mean, 100% there with you on all of those things. So.
You know, madness
And
tokens is this weird thing of like we're gonna introduce another resource, and then
if
like
you're gonna do madness tokens, which I would prefer if you just didn't, by the way, I'm on board with no madness tokens. That's fine by me.
you can
If
sell
you're
you
gonna
on
do
that.
madness tokens, you gotta like Pan-Ku madness tokens was a nuisance, but I was like stealing a guy. It was Pan-Ku exerting him day. Like that was kind of fun, right? And different. It was a unique thing that nobody else could do. Nobody else in the game. No other similar mechanics. Like I just feel like if we're gonna do madness tokens, we gotta come out like. I mean, obviously we're gonna do this now because you know. But like madness tokens should have been a resource or just something different. Something like the guy with the madness tokens. I don't know, goes back into your provinces or something instead of something.
Yeah, so the thing with the madness tokens is that I never really got them, and it's been my consistent stick throughout all of these. You know, you go back and you watch all of my Scorpion reviews, all of our Scorpion reviews going back to 20 festivals when they introduced this stuff. Is that I just don't get it. It's this additional resource on your guys.
It's a costing mechanism, but not really, because like you look at the abilities and they sort of assume you're going to be able to get the madness tokens. So it's supposed to be some kind of tempo, and it's just more work you have to do to get your cards turned on, and then when your cards are turned on, they're not that interesting.
Right, it's like they have the exact same thing that like a mantis or a spider guy would have, except I also have to do something else. Exactly, it's exactly what it is.
Extra. The double reach. Oh, yeah.
And it never made sense to me. Like, what? So they go crazy and they get these powers, but, like...
Well, I mean, flavor-wise, this one is clearly, like, he went crazy, so now he's a conqueror because, like, you can't slow him down because he's crazy. He's got the crazy eyes.
I guess. Why can't I give both, I guess? Here's okay, so would I play this if it was +2 force and conqueror?
Probably because you could do, I don't know, two things. I don't know. Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
I think
the point is
the
that
decks that plays it is going to be the deck that can just play it, right? Like you build your deck and then you look at it and say, do I have political actions? No. Do I have bitter lies, guys? Yes. Do I have some weapons? Yes. Okay. In we go, Sensei. Let's see what
But
happens.
that's not. Yeah, I mean that would never happen. Like it's gonna be a build around. The problem is that -1 province strength is a bigger deal than you think, and the bitter lies guys just aren't that great. Like that's the bigger problem.
There's no reason they're not good enough, certainly, to construct. To
Be a full build around. It's like it feels like a one shot like cloud tokens thing where you get like they should have printed Hisako Sensei like 3 sets ago and like they give you like 6 bitter lies guys and the next set you get 1 and the next set you get 1 and then you're done with
base set rare holding in 20 festivals. Like
I know that's what I'm saying. That like this is a major Scorpion theme. This is something that was supposed to be like pushed throughout everything. Rare holding in the base set and then I just don't get it.
Yeah, I think that I think you get it, we get it. It's just there's not much there, and they think it's more fun than it is. I get maybe there's a type of person that just loves like, oh, I got the madness, I got the crazy eyes, I'm going crazy. Don't mind if I do.
But there's no going crazy there. That's my complaint. That's what I don't get. Yeah. Is that like you get the madness token and then you make a -2 force and a fear effect. Like what's crazy about that?
Nothing. So.
All right.
Okay, so that was the Scorpions.
Yep. Keep plowing through. I hope you're watching them alphabetical. If you are, you're watching them in the same order we're making them. Otherwise, do what you want.
I'm
not like the Dragon Sensei. I don't tell you what to do.
I will follow down to Gorky Park, listening to the Winds of Change.
Later, guys. This has been EF Talk. Jesse Paul. Bye.